Hello Aquarius, welcome to this reading. My name is Zane and we are going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Aquarius for the month of October. Now Aquarius, do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Aquarius, I am not offering personal readings. I do not see myself offering personal readings for the foreseeable future. So if someone contacts you asking you for a reading or asking you for money, that is not me. That is somebody else trying to scam you. So please do keep that in mind. I also do daily content on my Instagram, so if that's your thing, definitely give me a follow there. But with all of that said, let's go ahead and get into this reading. Now, if this message resonates, please do consider hitting that like button so other people can see the video. Subscribe for future updates and drop a comment. Let me know what you think. Also want to say I'm very grateful to the people donating down below. Thank you so much for your support. Really appreciate it. All right, Aquarius, let's see what we have here for you. Okay, make sure everything is in view. And we'll get right into this for you. All right. That looks good enough to me. Energy on the bottom, you have the Five of Cups. So this card is all about looking on the bright side. Okay, this person is sitting in disappointment. Okay, the joy and the celebration of the Three of Cups card is now on the grass. They are now empty, right? And so this person is thinking about the things of the past and they're disappointed about something that happened in the past. However, if they would just turn around and realize that they had two cups overflowing behind them, they would feel a lot better. And so this card is really it comes in as a reminder for you that this is not the end, okay? This is just the start of something new, especially because you have the Ten of Cups here on this spread as well, which is total happiness. And so some point along the way, some point along your path in your journey, you can expect to feel happy. You can expect to come to a period of happiness. Now there's something that happened here, okay? Where there's something that's going to happen here in this month, and it may be challenging, but I'm going to explain to you why you should not be afraid of this, and I'll get into that now. So right away in the middle, you have the Tower. Now this middle card is the most prominent card in this spread. It bleeds into the rest. It's an important card in this spread, okay? And so to get the Tower here, this suggests this is a feared moment in the tarot, but you should not be afraid of the Tower, and here's why. This exposes an illusion. The Tower is something that's a false belief. Okay, and the reality is, Aquarius, that if you are living in a house of cards, that's going to collapse eventually. And so you can actually view, when you come to understand the meaning of the Tower, you can actually view that as a blessing in disguise. Because who wants to be living around something that's false, right? Who wants to be living under a false belief? So yeah, maybe you may be shaken to your foundation in this month at some point. You may have some sort of upheaval. Something may come to light, and it may be challenging. It may sting a little bit. But the card that comes after the Tower is the Star. And in the tarot, I'm not saying this is always the case in real life, but in the tarot, you can't get to the Star without first getting to the Tower. Okay? And so this is part of your hero's journey here, Aquarius. And you have amazing things coming in. And let's just keep that in mind. So some Tower moments I don't view as bad. In fact, I almost try to always read the Tower as a blessing in disguise. You should never be afraid of any tarot card, okay? So now, in the beginning of the month, you have the Seven of Wands, the Magician, and the Judgment card. So Seven of Wands, there's competition here, okay? You are needing to defend your position here. Okay, the thing about this Seven of Wands is it does suggest to me that you have been successful, because the card that comes before it is the Six. And now people want what you have. People are coming after you because of the skill or the talent or the success that you are. And so do keep that in mind. And if you have a strong held belief, or you have a strong conviction around something, it's time to really follow that. And it's time to really hold on to that, because you probably deserve to have something here. Like, you've probably won something. You've probably done something very well. And so hold on to that. just because people are having an issue with your success doesn't mean you should stop being successful, is what I've been trying to say. So you also here have two really powerful cards. You have the Magician and the Judgment card. So the beginning of this month looks very good for you, okay? So this Magician card is the Master Manifester in the tarot. This is somebody who takes conscious action, okay? They take all four suits and elements of the tarot and they build something for themselves. They manifest something. It is the divine masculine, but remember, it doesn't matter what gender you are. This is just your masculine energy, okay? We all have masculine and feminine energies. So for you, what are you manifesting here in the beginning of the month? Because you can bring something to being very, very quickly here. And with that, you have the Judgment card. This is the card of karma, okay? This is the card of some sort of rebirth, awakening, inner calling coming in for you, okay? This is a very strong card. It's the second to last of the major arcana, indicating that you're getting some sort of new beginning. You're almost at the end of a cycle. It's coming in quickly. It's going to feel like a rebirth. It's going to feel good for you. And it's because of some past or previous action that you've taken, and it's now coming around to reward you. Judgment's a big card. You have some big ones here with the Tower, the Magician, and the Judgment card. So in the middle of the month, you have the Ten of Cups, the Tower, and the Seven of Pentacles. Some sort of long-term situation may not be as stable as you realize, because the Tower here in the middle is providing instability, I should say. And so this Seven of Pentacles, you know, this could be a job that has now become a drag. Something that you used to love doing, you now no longer do, and that's the false belief that's being exposed here with the Tower. Seven of Pentacles is also some sort of long-term investment paying off. It's hard work as well. And so it's almost like, if anything, you know, your hard work's either really paying off here. If we just look at this bottom row, that's amazing. Judgment, Seven of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles. I also like how you have the Seven of Pentacles into the Eight progressing. And so I do feel like this is probably, these three cards are meant to be read together in this reading, where I feel like there's a progression of things happening here that look very good for you around karma. Like you've planted seeds and now they're coming in. You have this Ten of Cups as well. This is total happiness. This is all 10 cups overflowing, good situations. This is also family energy. Maybe there's an upheaval or something like that going, maybe there's something going on between you and a family member, or there's something like that. Something like that going on. I'll be interested to see how we clarify those two cards in particular. But remember, with that Five of Cups on the bottom and this Ten of Cups showing up, at some point along your path, especially with the Judgment card, expect to be happy here. Okay, expect to have total happiness coming in. Now in the future, you have the Seven of Wands, the Ten of Wands, Seven of Swords, and the Eight of Pentacles. So this Ten of Wands, what I like about this card is it does suggest that there's more work ahead. It does suggest that you're kind of fighting an uphill battle. However, each one of these wands, since we are at the end of the suit of wands, each one of these represents some sort of skill or knowledge learned along the way. And so it says that you have a foundation to build on. You have knowledge. And the Magician, it's interesting, is also something that it says that you have everything you need inside of you. You don't need to go learn or buy anything. And that is definitely the case with the Ten of Wands. So you also have this Seven of Swords, which is deception, lying, cheating. Oh my gosh, lying, stealing, cheating, something like that going on here. And so some of you, maybe there's something going on here with a relationship. Okay, there's something here that maybe is being sabotaged with the Seven of Swords, Tower, and the Five of Cups, and you kind of see the writing on the wall. I'll be interested to see how we clarify these cards in particular, but then you also have this Eight of Pentacles. Thing is, you're talented, so it's like you do have all the skills, especially with the Magician and the Ten of Wands. You have all the skills, gifts, talents, and abilities you need to be a major success. So just keep that in mind as you work through all of these issues. Now let's go ahead and start to clarify the situation even more. If you're enjoying this, please do hit that like button and subscribe. It helps my channel out. There's also a bell. If you click the bell, you'll get post notifications from me. And lastly, Aquarius, really appreciate you being here. Thank you for spending your time with me, and I hope things are going well for you. So we had a bunch of cards here that wanted to pop out. Let's go ahead and take these. So you have Isis, Magic Manifesting. Your dreams, visions, and goals are becoming reality. Stay focused. So another card of manifestation coming in here with the Magician, proving that you have a manifestation that's arriving, okay? Don't let this Tower moment shake you off your path here. So you have the Gaia card, Earth connection, be mindful of the planet, come back to Earth, stay grounded. Maybe you need to connect to nature here at some point in October before it gets too cold, depending on where you are. Then you have Lord Shiva, transcendence, rise up, honor your inner force, steps are being given, dance with the universe. I love that guidance with the tower, okay? Look, you can't plan for a tower moment. All you can do is dance with the tower moment, dance with the universe, and work through it, right? And strap in and let the universe handle the details, because you're being guided for some reason towards something new. Look, ask your angels. Just so I was saying that, you may need to just look, if someone isn't giving the answer you need or you want to hear, you can always ask your spirit team, right? It doesn't matter what you believe in. You have helpful people as well. Maybe it's your spirit guides, or maybe it's something. There could be just somebody who helps you through this tower moment as well. Let's see what else. We have these two that want to come out. Okay, wow. Look for a sign. I love that card. And wait. Look for a sign and wait. So there's going to be, you know, it's interesting. You have the lightning strike coming into that look for a sign, and we have it here on the tower. There's like something big coming in. I almost feel like I like to see that, because it's not, and I don't mean that in a negative way. I don't think the big thing that's coming in is negative. I think this tower ultimately is going to be good for you. If anything, I just feel like it's going to feel like a revelation. The tower is going, sometimes can be just in a super positive way, can be read as a revelation. And that's what I feel like is coming in. Yeah, revelation. All right, let's see what else we have here. Okay, Nine of Cups, love that. The Eight of Swords and the Three of Wands. So, someone's trying to knock you off your hill here, okay? I say that because you are at the top of this hill defending yourself with the Seven of Wands, and at the top of this hill, you have all 9 cups, or you have, actually you do have all 10, because you have the 10 of Cups and the 9 of Cups here overflowing. 9 of Cups is the fulfillment of a wish, okay? It's a dream come true. Don't let someone else crush your dreams here, Aquarius. If you feel very strongly towards something, or you feel pulled or pushed towards something, go for that, okay? Go for that, because you can't account for it. You can't, like I said, you can't plan for a tower moment. I feel like if anything, it's more of an epiphany for you, or a revelation. This Eight of Swords here, the blindfold is being removed, whether you like it or not, okay? Because you're maybe in some sort of self-imposed restriction here. The Magician and then Eight of Swords suggest to me that maybe you feel like you need to buy something, or you need to like learn something, but that's just your mind playing a trick on you. You already have everything you need. Okay, then you also here have the Three of Wands and the Judgment card. So initial success, looking out to the horizon, thinking about what is next for you. With the Judgment card, some judgment coming down from the universe saying, this is your path, Aquarius. Here you go. And you're now deciding where to go from here. Strong energy. So the Devil, okay. The World, wow. And the Four of Cups. Well, I feel like that tower moment's going to be short-lived. I feel like it's, yeah, a revelation or epiphany. The World is a really, really positive card. It's also, it's like the completion of a cycle, but it's a victory and success that comes around. It's a really nice card that comes around after that cycle is being completed. It's the last of the major arcana. And so it says you've gone through the entire hero's journey. And the thing is, you have the Judgment card at the beginning of the month right here below this Three of Wands with the World, indicating that this cycle is definitely being completed. You're getting a new start, okay? And what's interesting here is you have the Devil up here with the Ten of Cups and the Tower. So the Devil comes before the Tower. A shadow here now coming in and being exposed. There's a shadow. I read the Devil card as the card of shadows, and it's being exposed with the Tower. And so ultimately it's going to show you where, you know, you just need to get better or improve, and that's not the worst thing. You're going to be like, this is what I now need to do. And especially because you've been maybe thinking a lot about it, but there's this alternative cup coming in here. There's this alternative path here being offered by the universe that's going to show you a new way of doing something. So you have the Nine of Swords, the Judgment card coming in once again. Wow. And I feel like I've said wow a lot, but it's just like, this is big, heavy energy. And the Six of Wands. So listen, if there was somebody who was cheating, lying, or stealing, their karma's coming around. Okay, there's no question about it. They have what's coming for them. Okay, and I don't mean to say that in a negative way. I'm not wishing harm on anybody, but this person who has been, I almost feel like someone's been a menace. It might have been like a family member with the devil and the 10 of cups, indicating a difficult or tricky person. That you can't escape karma. Let me just put it that way to you, Aquarius. There's no escaping that. And they have what's coming. And I don't mean that, again, I don't mean that to harm or anything like that. But I do feel like you will understand that this nightmare is ending soon. Okay, this Nine of Swords is a nightmare. This is ending soon. And you have this Eight of Pentacles, Six of Wands. You're just continuing to charge forward. You're having a victory. Like I said at the beginning of this reading with the Seven of Wands, remember the card that comes before that is the Six. You have been successful. There's no question about it. You're a major talent. I feel like I keep saying that in all of your readings, Aquarius. And here it is. It's being rendered out in the open for you. Okay, trust the revelation. Trust the epiphany that's coming in. Okay, you have main female, courtship, courthouse, wow. Mature woman, marriage, main female, or main male. So you have counterparts here. Yeah, there could be a separation for some of you going on with that Seven of Swords, devil card, family, marriage. Someone could be dealing with that, not everybody. But, you know, how I just went off on that person who's getting karma rendered? Well, they're going to try to win you back, and I feel like you're going to be like, nope, paper's already been filed, sorry. So I feel like some of you are just sort of like ready to start this new cycle, realizing that you have a lot to offer and a lot to offer other people. You're acquiring a new mature perspective as you have this awakening period, as you have this epiphany. So wow, this is amazing. Look for a sign, Aquarius. Look for a sign in October. Thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe, check out my website, zaneintuitive.com. I will see you in the next one.